Well, good morning again, YouTube. All right, guys, here on the Halstead Homestead. You guys saw the short I put out on the other channel about our tree that was threatening our shed through the storms the other day. Well, it never came down throughout the whole day, and so we kind of got lucky on that. But today, I've got professionals out here to take it to the ground because it's a little bit out of my league. I've never dropped a tree that big before, and because it's threatening one of my buildings, not that it's a super expensive building, I just didn't want to take the chance. So got the crew from Seabolt's Tree Service out here today. They're a local company, and they've got to take out a couple other trees that are in the way so they can get that one to fall where they want it. All right, guys, they're getting ready to drop the first tree right here. They've already got the notch cut out of it. The other guys over here, they're throwing ropes so they can try to get that tree somewhat stabilized. All right, guys, with the first tree down, they're working on the second tree. So you take this other one down, but it's got a little bit of a lean to it already. The first one was already kind of leaned towards that creek area, so they just dropped it across the creek. It was pretty open there. But now they're taking out this tree right here. They've already got a rope tied up on it, and they're pulling the rope over there through the woods. And they've got one of their trucks parked over there on my driveway so they can keep that tree from falling that direction. They want it to come this way because I believe that way is a little bit more clear of an opening, less likely of damaging other trees on the way down. All right, guys, so they hooked their ropes or straps to the truck over there, and then they backed the truck up to put tension on it. So now this other gentleman here is getting ready to cut this one down. All right, with tree number 2 down and on the ground, they're working on the actual problem tree now. So they've got a system where they shoot like a weight with a string tied on it up and over some of the forks of the tree so they can use it to fish bigger, heavier ropes, stronger ropes up there to do it. And they've got a plan on which way they're going to pull on it and how they're going to do it. I said this is very risky. It's already leaning above that shed, and there's so many unpredictables here. The tree is completely broken at the bottom. It's just barely attached, so it makes it unpredictable. Hi guys, so what they're doing here is, see, they're tying the base of the broken tree to a good tree, somewhat good tree anyways, to try to control the bottom. Because that tree is like probably 90% severed at the bottom already because it was rotten, it makes it really unpredictable. And when they go to pull on this tree or do anything, it could twist and flip out of there. The whole bottom could just come up and fly in the air. And then it makes it really hard for them to guarantee where the tree is going to land or what's going to happen. and they're trying to save my shed. Obviously, we don't care about the tree so much. So they're just taking some precautions to get everything as secure as possible. No way to eliminate all the risk, but they're trying. All right, guys, I think they're getting ready to make the first attempt to pull it over, but I thought I'd show you here just how bad it is leaning, which is what makes this one so dangerous to do. All right, so I moved the tractor out of the way, and they backed all their trucks up to the areas that, it could possibly go. With it leaning against that one tree, my thoughts are, even if they do lose control, that tree should hopefully deflect it out away from the shed. But if that other tree breaks, it's probably going towards the shed. I don't think anything will come back towards the house. We're pretty far away from the house. It is a possibility, but it's an unlikely possibility. All right, guys, so they're getting things tied off. You can't see it real well, but there's a rope coming from the tree, and they got it tied over here with a pulley system to that tree. And then it's coming over here behind my rock to the magnolia tree, going through another pulley, and then over to their truck. And the truck is in a four-wheel drive low. They've got another rope set up going out down the driveway to where you can see the Dodge pickup sitting over here in the woods on the driveway. So they're going to try to pull it from two different angles, pull it away from the shed, and hopefully it'll lay down right over there someplace.
Knot dresses up to the tree. If everything's still looking smooth, he'll back up, he'll rehook, and then we'll go from there. All right. If I'm snug and he rehooks, he's pretty much good. Start picking it up slowly, and I'll start creeping a little bit as well. The butt's tied off, so we don't have to worry about that. Pretty much, I gotta know when he lifts it enough for me to give it the corn to dump it inside.
All right, guys, they had the huddle. The quarterback gave all the directions. It's go time. See if this works. Fingers are crossed. They're hoping that we don't take out my shed. All right, they're putting some tension on the ropes. I know I can't get everything in on one angle and still see, but and all right, put some more tension. There was a knot in the rope that just pulled out. That's why it's slacked. Now they're putting more tension on it. Let's see how this goes. It's moving. It's coming slow. They're trying to be really careful. I have no idea what that tree weighs, but it's a lot. Here it comes, guys. So I guess there ended up being a little bit too much slack in the rope. So now that it's pulled up some of the knots will come out. They're backing the truck back up, taking some of the slack out of it so that they got a straighter run to go. The anticipation's got my nerves going. All right, take two. We took out a couple other trees, but the shed is still intact. There we go. Well, guys, we've got a heck of a mess to clean up now, but everything worked as planned. The Seatbelt crew did a really good job, and there it is, laying exactly where they wanted it to lay. Well, guys, I'm really happy that that went as well as it did, but if you see this tree right here, it's a sycamore tree. It's the one that tree was leaning on. And because it had been leaning on it, that tree is still leaning over the shed pretty good. Now, that tree isn't dead, but I was hoping it would kind of spring back when the weight of that other tree was off of it, and it didn't. So that makes me worry about the compromise of the roots, and if it does go, it's going to land on the shed again. So while these guys are here, they got all their equipment out. I told them to go ahead and take that one down as well. All right, so now they're stringing another rope up around that tree up in the fork so they can tie a truck to it to pull it this way as they cut it. Now the last tree they didn't cut because it was already so rotted at the bottom. All they had to do was pull it over. But this is a good healthy tree, just leaning the wrong way. So they are gonna have to make a cut down there. So the ropes are still kind of guided as it falls. All right, so they've got it tied off and they're pulling the truck forward, put some tension on it. And it's pulling a little bit over there already. You see where it was hooked on that other tree, that's why it's moving. So another good reason we're taking it down, because it was caught up in that other one. The notch is cut, so now I got to make the back cut and pull it with the truck. You guys can see how far that tree is leaning. All right, so now they're using the truck to pull it a little bit before it makes that final cut. Well, they finished up just as the rains came in, so we kind of ducked in the house. But yeah, we got quite the mess here to have to clean up. So 3 trees were cut. The one that was already broke got pulled over. And then you can see there's a root ball here. That one got hit as one of the others came down and took it down with it. So yeah, we're down, what, 5 trees. Well, it destroyed that one over there too, right there, knocked it off. So yeah, we're down quite a few trees. So we definitely got some work to clean up, but it needed to be done, and it's gonna look a lot more open through here, which is kind of nice, because a part of me had wanted to kind of clear this area some. What I like is you see the pond area here, and as it kind of trails back up in this way, in the fall, September coming into October, the sunset right through there is absolutely beautiful, the way it reflects off of the water, and then the next pond over there you kind of see through. So part of me wanted to open this area up a little bit anyways, just for that couple of weeks a year that we get that beautiful view. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and thanks for watching. Until next time we see you, keep those engines running.